Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I am here with another video of Maths lesson number 2, Polynomials. The contents included in this chapter are the geometrical meaning of the zeros of the polynomial and the relation between zeros and the coefficient of a polynomial. Now let's see what are polynomials. Polynomials, they are the algebraic expression that are included in real numbers and variables. The power of variables should be always as a whole number. The division and square roots cannot be involved in the variables. The variables only included addition, subtraction and multiplication. Polynomials contain more than one term, and polynomials is also called as the sum of monomial. The degree of the term is the term of the exponent of the variable. Like for example, 3x square has a degree of 2. So the 2 is the highest power of the polynomial and it is called as the degree of the polynomial. Now this is a clear definition of a polynomial. It is an expression made with consonants, variables and exponents which are combined using addition, subtraction and multiplication but not division. The exponents only can be from the digit 0 to the infinite. And also polynomial cannot have any infinite number of terms. So here I have differentiated between polynomials and not polynomials. Now there are different types of polynomial. We have learned this basic from the lower class itself. The first step, polynomial is having only one term. It is called as monomial. Example 4x. And the polynomial having two terms is called as binomial. The examples is 2x plus 6, which is seen on the screen. Now the third type of polynomial is having polynomial with three terms, that is trinomial. 2x minus x cubed plus 25. Now on to the main topic, degree of the polynomial. Degree is the term with the greatest exponent. We have seen that y square, y is the base and 2 is the exponent, and 2 is called degree of the polynomial. Here p of x is equal to 10x 4 plus 1 by 2. It is a polynomial and the degree of x is 4, and there are few kinds of examples mentioned below. Now there are more kind of details about the polynomial degree. First is constant polynomial. Polynomial having degree 0. The linear polynomial is the polynomial having degree 1. Now the third type is quadratic polynomial. Polynomial having degree 2. Third is cubic, which we don't have to study. Then also for your knowledge, it is the polynomial having degree 3, and also biquadratic polynomial which is having the degree 4. Now on to zeros of a polynomial. A real number alpha is a zero of a polynomial fx if f alpha is equal to 0. Here I have shown an example here, x cubed minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. So if we add x is equal to 2, then substitute the 2 number in place of x. So it will be 2 cubed minus 6 into 2 square plus 11 into 2 minus 6. So that whole sum will be equal to 0. So 2 is a 0 of fx. I have already said this before. The polynomial of degree 0 is also called as constant. Polynomial of degree 1 is called linear. And with degree 2 quadratic and degree 3 cubic. Now the value of polynomial. If p of x is a polynomial and y is any real number, then the real number obtained by replacing x by y in p of x is called value of polynomial at x is equal to y, and it is denoted by py. From this topic itself, we can learn the zero of the polynomial. A real number x is the zero of the polynomial fx is equal to 0. For finding the zero of the polynomial, solving polynomial equation fx is equal to 0. So here the examples are given for both the topics. For 0 of the polynomial, here we have taken x square plus 7x plus 12. Now we know that fx is equal to 0. Then x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Then we are doing splitting the middle term. So that will be x plus 4 and x plus 3. So x will be equals to minus 4 and x will be equal to minus 3. It can be any one of the terms. Now the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. Here a plus b, that is alpha plus beta, is equal to minus b by a, and a into b, that is alpha into beta, is equal to c by a. Here I have mentioned a and b are called as the zero of the polynomial. Graphs of the polynomial. Number of real zeros of a polynomial is less than or equal to the degree of polynomial. An nth degree polynomial can have at most n real zeros. Here, this line passes through the x-axis and it touches at the x-axis in the negative side, that is on 4. It only touches in one point, so the maximum zero is 1. It's based on polynomials. Find the zeros of the polynomial x squared plus 7x plus 12, and we have to verify the relationship. P of x or f of x is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 12. Then x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. As when we multiply 12 into 1, it will be 12, and we got the middle term. By adding, we get 7x. So 4x into 3x is 12 and 4x plus 3x is 7x. Then we have to split, then we will get x plus 4, x plus 3. X plus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. X will be equal to minus 4 and x will be equal to minus 3. So alpha will be equal to minus 4 and beta will be equal to minus 3. Then we have to verify alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. So minus 4 minus 3 is equal to minus 7. And by doing minus b by a, we also get the value minus 7. Product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, is minus 4 minus 3 multiplied, we will get 12. And when we do c by a to verify the RHS, it will be equal. So hence proof. So this is the final question. Only we have two exercises. The first exercise I told you, it's based on the graphical. The second exercise we have to do the verifying the relationship and find the coefficients, and we have to verify alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. The second type of question which is asked from this chapter is find a quadratic polynomial where they are given the zeros as 4 and 1. There's a trick to find out. Here I have written alpha plus beta. We know that alpha is 4 and beta is 1. Or also you can find the quadratic polynomial by this. P of x is equal to x square minus sum of roots x plus product of roots. When you are doing MCQs, it is easier way to do in that way. When it's asked for 2 or 3 mark, you have to verify it. Here we can say sum of zeros is given alpha plus beta, that is 4, and when we do minus b by a, it will be equal to 5. And product of zeros, alpha into beta, 4 into 1 is equal to 4, and c by a, that is equal to 4. And a will be equal to 1 and b will be equal to minus 4, c will be equal to 1. This is the way how you are to solve in 2 mark. For the shortcut, I told you just the equation, do that. That is p of x is equal to x square minus sum of roots x plus product of roots. Here we get the polynomial. Also mention the way of writing like this: ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. For the other question, you have to write ax square plus bx plus c is equal to x square plus 7x plus 12. So that's important, and that's an easy step to remember in each and every question. If you get confused in any type, just write the basic step. So the final answer for this question will be x square minus 4 x plus 1. I hope you all understood the chapter really well. Thank you and see you soon.